Hello everyone, you are welcome to Anchor Network where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Governor Ihedioha orders arrest of Rochas Okorocha. Imo State government on Thursday ordered a citizen's arrest against Senator Rochas Okorocha over alleged assault on a government official, Mr. Jasper Ndubuaku. The Secretary to State Government SSG, Mr. Uche Onyeguocha, gave the order after Chairman of the Recovery of Government Properties, Mr. Jasper Ndubuaku, was allegedly assaulted at Okorocha's residence. Onyeguocha said the state had also placed Okorocha on security watch and urged Imo citizens to arrest him and alert government whenever they found him in the state. News agencies of Nigeria, NAN, reports that a video trending online on Thursday captured some thugs beating Ndubauku at Okorocha's residence on Spibas Avenue, Owerri. The Commissioner of Police in the state, Rabiu Ladodo, and SSG confirmed the incident to newsmen at a joint news briefing in Owerri. They announced that a citizen's arrest had been declared on Rochas Okorocha over the incident. They claimed that Okorocha hired thugs to attack Ndubauku, who doubles as special advisor to Governor Emeka Ihedioha on security matters. They said the senator representing Imo West would be arrested and prosecuted anytime he entered the state. NAN reports that the incident was happening barely 24 hours after traditional rulers in the state issued a stern warning to Okorocha against disrupting the activities of the recovery team. The Commissioner of Police said the police would investigate the senator's involvement in the matter. Narrating his ordeal to NAN, Ndubauku alleged that he was beaten at Okorocha's residence and thrown into a gutter by some thugs. He further alleged that he was first held hostage for some hours by the thugs in the presence of security men attached to Okorocha's residence. He said that the recovery team obtained a court order to search Okorocha's house. We got a court order to recover stolen properties kept in Okorocha's house, and when we got to his house on Thursday, armed thugs attacked us. There are 20 government vehicles in his house, 4 speedboats, 1 movable crane and generator sets. When we went to recover before the incident, we will not give up the battle. We will go back to his house because the property belongs to Imo government, Ndubauku said. Relating to the government's order, Mr. Sam Owemedo, the special assistant on media to Okorocha, said the recovery committee was attacked by the former governor's sympathizers and passers-by. He said that the recovery team went to Okorocha's house without a court order, adding that they invaded Okorocha's residence with no fewer than 50 thugs, NAN said. He said that the recovery team went to Okorocha's house with a court order, adding that they invaded Okorocha's residence with no fewer than 50 thugs. So guys, that is the latest with Okorocha and Ihedioha and Imo State and Imo people. The reason why I try to emphasize on the last paragraph was that because I saw a video trending, online. A man was being beaten, and most of the time, you see some videos and you just like, some people can just tell you, oh, this thing happened in so place, this is happened in so place, and at the end of the day, you find out, that it is not true. So we need to really be careful on some of the things that, some of the videos. But now that the police is confirming it, that it really happened, and that's it. And the reason why I said this, because when I saw the video, you couldn't really know whether this is this person or this is not the person. If really that's a Ndubaku, the recovery team, if really they went with thugs, then how come that the other people beating that man, being thrown into the gutter? How come that the 50 thugs could not really combat with the so-called Okorocha's thugs again? Because if you have 50 people going with you, the 50 people cannot turn against you and start beating you. Just like what Owo Medo said, that it is the former governor sympathizers, Okorocha sympathizers, that attacked the recovery team. So that is one thing. Another thing is that I'm sure that this the way and manner at which Ihedioha is going with Okorocha, trying to recover a lot of stolen things or government property, is a welcome development. Because if this thing continues like this, if you are there, you check yourself. And it is a wake-up call, even for Ihedioha too. So by the time you leave to, if somebody comes in, you are going to be checked. So of course, he's going to guide himself very well against such thing. Meaning that for him to be saying that he's going to be recovering some things or some of the government's property from Okorocha, meaning that he himself has to be careful, that he's telling us that he's not going to do such a thing, because if you do such a thing, people will come after you. And I'm sure Okorocha never envisaged that this kind of a thing or this kind of a treatment will be melted on him. Like I always say, if you don't have any skeleton in your cupboard, if you have not taken anything that belongs to the government and the people, you have no reason to be afraid. But because for some time now, it's been lingering. It's really been lingering. A lot of things that they've been recovering, will be recovering and recovering. For somebody who have stayed there for 8 years, and most of the time they always think that no, nobody's saying maybe he has done it or he has not done it. My own is that if you have not done it, there's no cause for alarm. And if Ihedioha feels that some of the things, or government property or the people's property, or things that belong to the state is missing or are not there, definitely he has to go for those things. Because if really, from the way Ihedioha is going about the whole thing, shows that Ihedioha will not even want to tamper with a government property or the people's property, or what belongs to the people or what belongs to the state in the first place. Because definitely whatever you do now is going to wait for you at the end of the day. But the only thing that will save Ihedioha is that he will make sure that his hands are clean too, so that by the time he's leaving the office, he will leave, as innocent people, he's innocent person, with his own team. So any attempt that he tries to do something funny, somebody else will follow up, just the way he's following up Okorocha, whatever. So if really that he knows that Okorocha has taken something, I don't call it a win chance. As much Okorocha knows that he has not taken anything as well, he's just go there to defend himself, and his team. So this thing has been going on and on and on and on, back and forth. Okorocha will say this, Ihedioha will say this and this and that. But one thing I just want to tell Ihedioha is that you should not lose the sight of you working for the people. Because what we've been hearing is just most of the time is all about Okorocha this, Okorocha took this, Okorocha stole this, Okorocha whatever. As you are doing all of those things, make sure that you are doing what the people really want. We want development. What you are doing now is a welcome development, is a good one, but you shouldn't lose focus and just be chasing only Okorocha and leaving every other thing undone. Of course, the people of the state will be able to testify to that, whether they are seeing any changes or development and all of that, so that it's not every time we're just going to be watching Okorocha or whatever. Okorocha did this, Okorocha did that. That is just my own opinion concerning all of those things. So people like Owo Medo was saying that it was the sympathizers of Okorocha that beat that man. Of course, that means they are attesting that truly that they beat the man, because there was a man that was really being beaten and he was being thrown into the gutter and was just shouting. People were like, yeah, shouting and all of that. So something of such happened. Let Ihedioha deal with that Okorocha, because he deserved it. He's not going to deal with him. He's not dealing with him. He's just to recover whatever that has been taken from the state coffer. That is just it. So he has to return everything he has taken. If really he has taken anything, he has to return them. If he has not taken anything, he has to explain himself and and tell the police or the people in charge, he has to relate all of those things to them, what he knows and what he has not done. Just like the recovery team said that they saw a lot of things in his residence and they didn't allow them to go in to take it. But from Okorocha's end, they are saying the people came, the recovery team came without any warrants, for them for Okorocha's residence or to be searched. So it's like a back and forth. But I think the main thing now is that, how the recovery team leader was assaulted, because the video is not really something that, when you see it, it's not something that anybody will be smiling at or will be happy with. So they are going to do all of those things within themselves. So guys, that's just my opinion. I don't know what you think about this. Please put down your comments in the comment section and let's hear your own take on this, whether what Ihedioha is doing, if he's really on course and all of that. Thank you very much. Bye.